Over the years, I've seen some crazy ass storylines in wrestling games, from the legendary Who Ran Over Teddy Long to Candice Michelle and her magical wand. I thought I had seen it all, until I played WrestleMania 19 Revenge Mode. Now, I knew this was going to be crazy, I knew it was going to be something unlike any other wrestling story mode, but yo, what I saw, I never thought I would see anything like this in a wrestling game. Let's get into it. So growing up, I never got to play this game. I never had a GameCube. I was a PS2 kid through and through, but it's fine, here we are in 2020 playing WrestleMania 19. I start the game up and I select Revenge Mode. So I chose Triple H, the game, as my character. Why not? So first it starts off with a cutscene in which you're thrown out of a building by a bunch of loser security officers. Mr. McMahon fired you and that's why you're being thrown out. Wow, Vince, how are you gonna fire your own son-in-law? But whatever. So I'm thrown out and I look up and all I see is Stephanie waiting for me. Why couldn't you have just got me before I was thrown out? I'm your husband. Anyway, it's fine. So Steph takes you to her office and starts talking, and she just sounds like she's crazy.
I see revenge in your eyes. Maybe we can help each other out. See, I can offer you a chance to get back at the very man who ruined your career.
The very man who was your father? My father-in-law? Okay.
I devised a plan to hit him where he will feel it the most. WrestleMania 19. And if WrestleMania doesn't take place, then Vince will be ruined forever.
Why do you want to ruin your father? Where else are we gonna get money from? So she has a contract for you, a contract with their mission objectives. Basically, if you complete all those and make sure WrestleMania doesn't happen, you get a bunch of money and a contract, which is okay, but Steph, I am your husband. Why can't you just sign me back? Why do you have to make me do all these errands? But I'm whipped, so I do as she says, and you can obviously see that Steph clearly wears the pants in this marriage. And off I went. Did they send me to Raw, Smackdown, Heat, Velocity? Anything WWE related? No, here I was in the first stage, a construction site in the middle of nowhere. It looks like a map straight out of 007 GoldenEye. So this is where the WrestleMania Stadium was being built. And my job? Well, to make sure it doesn't get built. Now, do I steal equipment or ask them to stop working or something? Do I start a protest? Nope. I'm out here beating up innocent construction workers, and I'm not just like, beating them up like a little tap. I'm out here throwing them off the platform to their death. These poor men woke up, went to work all happy, telling their kids I'm helping make the WrestleMania Stadium just for Triple H to pull up and kill them. Yo, what kind of sick freak thought this was a good idea? So poor guys are falling into a pit of darkness, they're dying, so more and more workers come out to defend themselves. They tried so hard, but in the end, it didn't even matter. They all went flying to their death. And then for some reason, Bubba Ray came. Bubba Ray came to save the day for the construction workers. So Vince's son-in-law is about to destroy WrestleMania. Who does Vince send? Brock Lesnar? Scott Steiner? Nah, this man. Bubba Ray, bless his soul, he tried using barbed wire, he tried using his fists, he tried using his brain, but I don't think he could find it. He tried everything just to die. Triple H killed Bubba Ray Dudley in a WWE video game. Rest in peace, Bubba Ray. Gone but not forgotten. So okay, I'm out here killing poor construction workers left and right. It can't get any worse than this, right? Well, for some reason, Kane shows up. I don't know why or how, but he just casually shows up and me and Kane have a friendly competition on who can kill the most construction workers. What the Eventually, you gotta go all the way up to Goldberg, who is guarding the wrecking ball. So I become Spider-Man in a wrestling game, climb up to beef him. What a lifestyle. Goldberg goes God mode and just destroys me. Construction workers are watching me die, and obviously they're not gonna help because I just killed 50 of their buddies. They're like, yes, finally the bum is gonna die. Goldberg throws me off the platform like a good 50 feet, and I no-sell that like I'm Ultimate Warrior in 1996. Nothing will stop me from doing the errands my wife sent me on. So eventually, I killed every single construction worker. Goldberg is done. They're all dead. I hope they all went to heaven. And I become Bob the Builder, get the wrecking ball on some Miley Cyrus shit, and boom, the stadium got destroyed. So I, Triple H, caught like 50 bodies, destroyed a whole stadium, and casually left. No 5-star wanted level, no FBI agents coming after me, no issues. Okay, so where does Steph send me next? Well, a mall. I'm in the middle of a mall. I'm there to destroy the entire mall and all the merch so Vince can't promote WrestleMania anymore. And your instructions are legit. You must knock out all security and make them bleed. Make them bleed. Why? What the hell did Paul Blart Mall Cop ever do to you, Steph? Why do I have to make them bleed? So I'm out here throwing poor mall cops into the water, into windows, throwing boxes at them, throwing down escalators. It was bad. There was blood everywhere. It was a war. So I destroyed everyone there just to find out that somehow, someway in the mall, my wife got kidnapped. So yeah, Steph has been captured by who, you may ask? Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba Ray Dudley came back from the dead, kidnapped my wife, and now I gotta save her. I wish I was making this up. So I'm getting my ass beat by an agent and Bubba Ray while my wife is locked behind glass. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to break the glass to save her. I'm dead ass doing whatever I can. Meanwhile, she's just standing there like nothing is happening. I'm out here getting beat up like I'm a jobber. I'm like crawling to her like, Steph, I'ma save you. And she's just standing there like she doesn't even want to leave. Like she doesn't want to be free. Steph, your husband is dying. Want to at least try to escape? Like even just like touch the glass. Maybe you can break it. I don't know. But nah, apparently she loves Bubba Ray more than she loves me. So after getting clapped for minutes, I finally did it. I saved her. But not because I became a badass and broke the glass and saved the day. No, they just threw me into the glass. It broke. I landed in front of her. I'm on my knees looking up to her and it says cleared. Whatever, man. I saved her. That's good enough for me. I might be a horrible husband, but she's the worst wife I could ever have. Okay, so by this time I was already like, damn, the developers were definitely on something when they made this. But the next stage, it wasn't just the developers. I swear to God, someone drugged me. I go back into the mall and the goal was simple. Protect your getaway car and destroy the opponent's car. I'm like, okay, that's fine. All I see is an invisible man beating my ass up. All I can see is his mouth and he's just flipping me over, throwing me around. I was legit running for my life from a floating sledgehammer. Running for my life. Nah, this was terrifying. I couldn't do anything. They would double team me, the agent would clap me while the invisible man broke my car with a sledgehammer. It looked like I was possessed. Somebody please call a priest. I would do a move, okay, pick up the sledgehammer and run for their car. And somehow the invisible man would already be there. This was a horror movie. Michael Myers, who I was bleeding, getting thrown around. I didn't know what to do. I looked like the biggest crackhead ever, doing neck breakers to nobody, getting tossed around. I was just at a loss of words. After like 10 attempts, I survived. I did it. I defeated the invisible man somehow, some way. And by now, I was a murderer, a crackhead, a car thief. Property, all of it was destroyed, but I was still free. The feds weren't onto me yet. And the next stage was the parking lot. Basically, destroy Vince and his crew's cars so they can't go anywhere and overall just slow them down. Okay, parking lot brawls, that's fine. I'm used to beating people up in parking lots. Shout out to Smackdown versus Raw, so that was easy. Then this happened.
Eliminated. Mission failed. Eliminated. Mission failed.
All I had to do was cross the damn road, CJ, but I couldn't even do that properly. I was out here getting hit and ran like I was Stone Cold in '99. It was like, was I even playing WrestleMania 19 or was I playing Simpsons Hit and Run? Yo man, what kind of world is this where I can't even cross the road? It was sad. But hey, maybe honestly that's what I deserve after all the pain I brought to this world. So then I was walking, ready to get hit again, ready to die, and then somehow I got on a pole. Like I was Magic Mike. I started working that pole like I had a college tuition to pay. Look at this, up and down, legs stretched out. When the hell did WrestleMania 19 become Stripper Simulator? Nah man, those animations are just way too detailed. I was putting work in on that pole, but finally I got it. I had to jump from the pole to the chains, go from Triple H to Stripper H to Spider-Man. But that was easier said than done because of course, I finally made it, and man, nobody was safe. I beat up the workers like my life depended on it. And this game is just straight up evil. They didn't just want me to beat them up or something. Nah, they wanted more brutality. They wanted more death. So of course I had to send them off the platform onto the road so they can get ran over just like I did. I finally survived. Parking lot has been destroyed. So at this point I was like, for real though, I had seen it all. It can't get any crazier than this, right? Like look at all the stuff I had done. And then they dropped me onto a cargo ship like I was in Modern Warfare, like I was Captain America, and I had to send the poor employees to go swim with the fishes. At this point I was just killing people to kill people. They made me fight on a crane, throw them off. I just want to know, how the hell was this game rated T for teen? After destroying as many people as I could, I sank this ship. I sank a whole ship with a bunch of people on it just so it couldn't deliver all the WrestleMania 19 materials. Yup, whatever man, at this point I had like 150 bodies already. What's another 50? So I was finally back in Steph's office, my wife's office. I thought it was over, and then she tells me this.
I guess you came here to collect the rest of your money. Well, you must not have read the fine print of that contract you signed. See, you don't get paid until you win the main event at my WrestleMania. That's right. You are signed up to face Vince McMahon at my WrestleMania. Now go out there and get your revenge and make my pay-per-view a success. This event will make me the most powerful McMahon in this industry.
She wants me to fight her father in the main event of WrestleMania. Wait, how is WrestleMania even going on? I just destroyed... I don't know. At this point, I'm just the husband who does what my wife tells me to do. Why am I even asking questions? I'm just a hitman apparently. So here we were, WrestleMania 19, Triple H versus his father-in-law in the main event of WrestleMania. I was so ready for this to be over. All I had to do was beat the old man at my wife's WrestleMania. I had caught bodies, destroyed buildings and malls, got possessed, sank a ship, destroyed a car, became a stripper, but it was all coming to an end. I'm ready for my entrance. I'm walking backstage. I see Goldberg, who for some reason is orange, and honestly, I don't even question it after all the shit that I've seen. I made my entrance, I spat my water, Vince came down, and it was time. I was going to destroy him. I swear to God, like I was gonna end this in like 2 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, apparently Vince McMahon is the greatest wrestler that has ever lived. Yo, he would reverse everything, hit me down low. I would fight back, but yo, it didn't matter. He started getting weapons, and the man bashed me in the head with a guitar like he was Jeff Jarrett. The only difference was he actually drew a dime. Yo, at this point, I was ready to start begging Vince, like, I'm sorry, I only did this because your daughter told me to. I thought I could finesse the system. Yo, I can probably win by a count out. But apparently, WrestleMania now has a 20 count. So I'm trying to put him out of his misery, right? I get a chair, I bash him with it. That doesn't mean anything, it just made him angrier. He got his own chair and busted me open. This was just, yo, this was insane. Son-in-law and father-in-law bleeding everywhere, using weapons. I tried putting Vince on the announce table. Somehow I ended up on top of it. And then Vince put me through the table. Vince was too overpowered, man. I legit had to run for my life from Vince. He was too foul. He kept getting his finisher or weapons, reversing everything. Look at this. Man kept kipping up like he was prime HBK. Yo, man, every time he would just pull up some random weapon that I didn't even know was in the game. But it was fine. I finally got my finisher. Pedigree time. It was over. Game over. Nope. He reversed it. Of course. He just had to reverse it. But then, you know what? It's fine. I persevered. I got the pedigree again. Finally, I hit it. It was over. 1, 2, no. Like, how, man? What? Why? Who? Where? How? Like, I don't know. What more can I say? What more can I do to this old man? He just kept tweaking and tweaking. I would do a move and he would get up before me. After having some next 5-star classic, I pinned him and it was over. I did it. Thank the Lord. I got my revenge. That's what revenge mode was about. I got it. Please, no more. Just end it. Just show me the credits. Vince died. Workers died. Bubba Ray died. Invisible people beat me up. I got possessed. I danced on a pole. I became Spider-Man. I got ran over by cars. And I was just sitting there like, what the hell did I just play? And then we got one more cutscene. So So Steph came out with the briefcase. I was finally going to get my money for becoming the most wanted fugitive in the world and a WWE contract. So she has the briefcase, it's finally over, and Goldberg spears her into another dimension. What the fuck? He just speared my wife into another realm. She's gone, he's gone, and that's it. That's revenge mode. There's the credits. Goldberg, why? What? 4 hours of the biggest trip I've ever seen in my life. No closure. I don't know what was going on. I was like a hitman. Listen, 4 hours of the most random, most insane things I've ever seen in a wrestling game in my life. Death, destruction, possession, kidnapping, Grand Theft Auto, you name it, we did it. And it ends with my wife gone forever. What did I just play? The craziest story mode I've ever played. They had everything I never thought I would see in a wrestling game. How was this made? Who was behind this? What kind of crack were they on? I'll never know. But I can't fathom that this was real. What a lifestyle. 2003 was a wild, wild time. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. I know this video was very different than my usual videos, but if you enjoy it, let me know. Follow me over on Instagram and Twitter at Wrestling Gifts. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you don't, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want. But stay tuned for more content coming soon. I'll see you guys later.